Hey, my name's Keith Fedora. I'm a nobody. I race GNCC for fun. I ride my quads for fun. And one of the things I have to race GNCC is an AMA member sponsorship, okay? So, this is in regards to this stupid GoPro mount rule that they just decided out of thin air to make, okay? So, as people probably have heard me talk about, I'm prior military, okay? And I still work in a military environment, and if there's one thing that military guys know is gay jokes 24/7 and mission creep, okay? So with mission creep, you get exactly what you're having with this COVID thing, right? First it's masks, then you're staying at home, all this other kind of stuff. Now, speaking of pandemics, I am unaware of a pandemic of people wearing fucking GoPros and screwing themselves up on quads and ATVs and EMTBs or whatever they're called. All right, I'm unaware of that. So if there are kids flying everywhere with GoPros, putting them into the hospital, I would like to at least see the numbers on it. Okay, so I don't know why this rule was put in place, but I know it's stupid. And what upsets me, and what the reason I made this video is it's snowing outside right now, and I'm sitting on my couch and I'm watching some of these kids younger than me, which I don't know what the fuck is the matter with your generation. You guys just roll over anytime anybody says anything to you. So I don't know what happened to masculinity in this country, but it's clearly not in our fucking sport right now. They tell you that the rule is a rule, and everyone's like, oh, guys, I'm just going to have to start putting it on my chest or something. No. There's no reason for this rule. It's stupid, okay? How is that going to affect the way the rider, how the helmet performs? Explain that to me, okay? Here's one example of a helmet mount. There's zip ties in there where I took apart the Amazon front mount that you use like it's a ribbon, like it uses like a shoelace almost, okay? That's the first one. Then there's the Pro Shot, okay? So this one's even better because it's a Velcro. It falls off if you hit the ground. There's another one I have where it clips onto the bottom. I haven't tested it yet. That's why I'm not showing it to you. So I don't know. If you guys are going to start rolling over for this, so you're going to roll over for more dumb shit that you're going to come in, okay? Safety rules ruin a sport. All right. One of the reasons I used to drag race. I've drag raced since the time I was a kid. Besides all the shit talking that made me want to not do it anymore and the attention whoring, it was the overabundance of rules. You can't even step into a car in a professional racing environment without $10,000 into the car just for the cage to be sorted. So now, what's next? You have a tether on the machine already. You're going to be forced to wear a neck brace. You're going to be forced to wear all kinds of other shit that you don't want to wear. They'll have fucking lights on the motherfucker's neck, sirens, just so little Johnny, the chances of him getting hurt are astronomical. Now, if someone got hurt because of a GoPro mount, I'm very sorry that happened. It's a shame. It's always a tragedy when someone gets hurt. It's this COVID thing. It's a tragedy. I'm sorry that there's a lot of people getting sick. But you can't just arbitrarily shut down everyone who wants to run a GoPro. Okay? Especially if you put it on the front of the mount. I guarantee you, the person who made this rule has never ridden a day in their life. It's probably some fucking doctor that, I don't want to believe this, but my sneaky suspicions are that this is more about keeping somebody from getting sued, right? So, what I suggest is everybody who has a problem with the GoPro thing, write AMA. And then if AMA doesn't do anything about it, then stop paying your AMA fees. And if AMA, and in my case, I'm talking about GNCC, if AMA and GNCC don't want to fucking do something about it, then we boycott a race. Because that's the only time that anybody starts listening is when you start fucking with their money. Now, GNCC has a tough job. AMA has a tough job. There's a lot of parents out there that are difficult to deal with. There's a lot of guys out there that are difficult to deal with. In fact, it's probably guys my age that are the hardest to deal with, okay? But my GoPro has helped more than it's hurt, okay? My GoPro has caught people cheating. My GoPro has caught guys riding out of class. My GoPro has caught guys trying to drive me off the track, start fist fights, all this other kind of stuff. And you know what? None of these guys that try to pull all that shit would have been punished if I had just been wearing a chest mount. Because the camera being on the chin helps more than it hurts, because your head moves along with your head is actually like a gimbal, right? It stabilizes you. It's like, one of those internet videos with the owl where they twist the owl around and his head stays in one spot. Okay, so granted, I've only started racing since 2017. I'm old, I'm slow, I suck, all that kind of stuff. But GoPros have nothing to do with my ability to ride. What I do know is I've never seen anybody hurt because of a GoPro. All right, and unless everybody starts to write AMA and challenge them on this rule, or at least give the AMA the benefit of the doubt to give us some fucking evidence as to what's going on, fuck this rule. Because it's stupid. And anything that's dumb, you have to fight. Again, it's probably someone who's never ridden in their entire life. It's some doctor or some lawyer. Or, at one point, I read that GoPros were banned because it was for like an advertising or a TV thing. Okay? So, I agree. Don't put them on the top of your head. If that's a problem, them shark fins and the mohawks and stuff like that, if that affects you, then fight for it. If you think it's stupid, fight for it. Get people together and fight for it. Doesn't affect me. I can see why they can be a problem, quite honestly. But with the GoPros on the chin or on the side of the helmet, they're not attached. They're not screwed in. You know what I mean? The other thing too is like, listen, if your GoPro is causing the mount to go through the fucking helmet, Johnny's got more problems than the GoPro mount, because Johnny's flying through space. It's mass times velocity equals impact. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just going on a roll here. But what I do know is that, if the GoPro mount is getting fired through the helmet as it's being claimed, then little Johnny's got more problems than the GoPro mount. Okay, he's upside down. He sent it too hard. The yee switch was only turned in one way. However you want to put it, there may or may not have been the best judgment, or somebody's skill may have run out. It's not the GoPro's fault. It ain't the helmet's fault. Okay, there's a zillion different things we could go into, and then you're blaming the GoPro mount. So what I suggest is I'm going to try to put in a link or find out a link for everybody to write to. Take 5 minutes out of your day and tell these guys how stupid they are and that they need to amend the rule at the minimum. Do whatever it is that you need to do to CYA, for AMA, and for GNCC or whatever racing series that you race in that they need to do. Or just ignore it. Just tell us, we're just not going to fucking pay attention to it. But the GoPros help more than they hurt. So, anyway, that's my rant. And you guys that I don't know if it's your sponsors or whatever it is that's making you fucking, oh, the AMA knows what they're talking about. All right, dude. If you have more experience than me, okay, show me the evidence of people getting completely obliterated with a GoPro mount, and I'll acquiesce to this point. I'll take the video down, I'll put an apology up, whatever you want me to do. But do something, because this is absolutely ridiculous. All right, I'm done.